Hi, Jody. I enjoyed your video. I especially enjoyed the children talking about what they enjoy about reading and how it impacted them. I know that in most of the things that we read, we find out and know that when students, or really anyone, is given the choice in selecting what they read, they're more likely to read it with engagement and read it with enjoyment and be interested in wanting to read it so they'll actually complete it. And I think that's one big part of what your video showed, is that when our students have choice, then they too will be more engaged and they will enjoy what they're reading. I think that one of the things that helps children become or desire to want to read is when we do read alouds. I once worked for a principal and I taught fifth grade, and the assistant principal told us that we were not allowed to read aloud to our students because in fifth grade they don't need to hear read alouds. And at the time I was surprised and shocked, but I did what was told. It was earlier in my career, but now I'm learning how vital that is and how it really helps even our fifth graders or my middle school students want to read because they enjoy the literature. I think that one of the things that I really enjoyed about this book when it talked about leaders is that we need to expect our learners to be successful. And I think when we give them student choice and they have that buy-in that we've read about, just like our stakeholders in our literacy leadership, when they have that buy-in, they're more likely to be more successful. And when we make that a non-negotiable, you will succeed, you will grow, and this is how we're going to do it because we're going to be a team, I think that that really has an impact on our learners. And that kind of takes me into the other part of your video that you included about leadership and what a good leader looks like in it versus a bad leader. And that whole idea of an individual leader who makes all the decisions and is wanting to receive all of the credit, we know that that is typically not going to be beneficial. And one of the things that I've recognized just in working with other people is that really when we're working in a team and we're collaborative, those ideas, those plans that we set in place are more sustainable because everyone is buying into it and everyone is engaged. And one of the things that is mentioned on page 16, there's a statement that says, remember, children are at the heart of how we learn. And I love that statement because we are learning from them. We are learning how to teach them. We are learning how people relate to one another, how people connect to the text. And so I think that that was such an impactful statement because we know that children are the reason why we do what we do, but when you come back to they are at the heart of how we learn as leaders, that couldn't be more true. But thank you for sharing your video. I enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing more.